welcome back to the Wandering Gamer Network Plays Mass Effect. I'm Caitlin.
And I am Cody.
And we are almost done.
We're so close to
Yay.
being done. We're finishing tonight. Like, I've decided you're not leaving until we're done. You're now a hostage.
Oh, dear.
Now, I meant to do this before we started recording. I was monkeying with the inventory. I just want to actually... Okay, so we just have to... Saren has used the conduit to get onto the Citadel. You have to stop him from transferring control of the Citadel Sovereign. Okay, yep. So that's what we're doing.
Okay.
We just talked to that weird robot computer-voiced thing. He told us that we got to use the conduit to go to Space Washington, D.C. and stop Space Saren from transferring space control to a space robot.
Space.
Okay, all
Why?
their culture, all
What's
their
with the
advances.
inspiring speech here?
It falls to us to make the most of... Oh, that was Garrus. Okay. Thanks, Garrus. You're a peach. Oh, uh-oh. That looks smoky. Oh, wait.
Is that our normal car?
Yeah, that's just our normal car.
It looks just ginormous.
Oh, it's because there was like a light effect here for some reason. There was like smog that just disappeared.
Yeah, it still looks...
Caitlin, do you know what the difference is? Last time we were playing this game, we were playing it on a computer monitor about an eighth the size of this TV, because the TV was broken until yesterday.
Yeah, it just seems large and in charge. Gosh, I know it's only been a week since we played, but I have like zero memory of anything that happened.
That's because we weren't really playing the game at that point. We were just talking about Dresden Files and how it portrays women and romance in general in novels, and then we talked for 40 minutes about that. I think we were inspired by the lackluster sex scene, which we should give our, brief review of the disappointing sex scene in this game.
Oh yeah, we kind of talked about this before. So I think it was kind of anticlimactic, but I didn't want to say anything at the time because I thought it was like us, like all of the enjoyment we had out of romancing Liara was now gone and we had nothing left at this void of a game. And
also, Caitlin, I don't mean to like tell you how to live your sex life, but telling someone that sex is anticlimactic is pretty rough.
Which is why I didn't do it.
It's just like specifically the word choice there, but I mean I agree also because it was I don't know, I just was like expecting, because apparently I didn't know this, but from talking to Zach, sorry if I kind of just threw Zach under the bus, he was apparently the sex scene was like kind of a big deal when this came out, because it was just like, oh my gosh, sex in a video game, that's never been done before.
Had it not? Was The Witcher not out yet?
No, I mean I think it had. I think this was like a mainstream example of sex in a video game.
Was Witcher niche?
I think The Witcher 1 is, actually a fairly small game by comparison to The Witcher 2, and then The Witcher 3 is obviously the most popular game ever.
Right.
Okay.
So it was like the first to do something like first mainstream title to do something like that?
Yeah, I think it was one of the earlier mainstream games that had sex exist in the game, or at least maybe sex with as much build-up as this game had.
Fair.
Where it was like... Yeah, the entire game. And I think it was just like one of those things that news stories got published about, like, game meant for 3-year-olds has explicit sex scene in it where you see 2 seconds of a butt and then nothing happens. So I think it was also some of that.
Yeah.
But I think that's why there's so much hype around it, I guess, is what I'm saying.
And, like, people know about it. And,
yeah.
And I get, like, romance is more a part of this shooter than a lot of other shooters that aren't by BioWare, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know. See, that's where this is not. I don't think this is the first game to have a romance subplot in it, but I think it's the first shooter and the first like mainstream, widely popular shooter to really have that element in the game.
Yeah, and I imagine a lot of games have romance options, but you're less in control of them.
Yeah, it's more like just the story. There's a girl that your character likes.
Yeah.
And not to like presume that it's always a straight male, but I mean for a long time in video games it was pretty much always a straight male, and the quote unquote love interest was a woman. So I mean, also I do think that was something that this game actually did get a little bit of flack for, was that
at the time,
well, it's kind of like it halfway had a same-sex option,
right?
Because you couldn't, if you were Guy Shepherd you could, I believe, romance Ashley. And
Yes.
you couldn't romance Caden, but you could romance Liara. And if you're female shepherd, you can romance Caden, you can't romance Ashley,
Right.
and you can romance Liara. And I think the reason that was like both scandalous is like, it allows for same-sex relationships. How terrible, you know, like that. I think at the time was a little bit more scandalous than it is now.
Yeah.
But then also it's like not really, because she's like a weird space vegetable that doesn't actually have a sex. So
Right.
they like kind of phoned that in. And
Yeah.
apparently in the second game you can just sleep with anything with legs. So
Maybe that's why everybody likes that game better.
see, that's the thing that I've realized from talking to I don't actually know if I've talked to you about this. I think that what it is that when people talk about loving Mass Effect, what they're really talking about is loving Mass Effect 2.
Yes, we did talk about that.
Yeah, and the
And
more
this is just how you get to Mass Effect 2.
yeah, the more and more I talk to people, there's so many broken things in this game that just get wholesale removed. Like the gun cooldown where you shoot the gun and then it cools down. That's gone. You just reload. Like you eject the heat sink that is overheating, I guess, is the like narrative way that they kind of just explain that away. The Mako is wholly gone. You just never get in the Mako again.
Thank goodness.
And I think there's also, they said that
Oh. Yep.
I think this is kind of just
running
a
off.
point of no return.
Screw the Mako. Oh,
There's-
can you fly?
Well, I can't fly. I can do this.
Okay, but like you could like feather fall your way down.
Yeah, Caitlin, I'm skilled at video games.
It wasn't. I just didn't realize it was a possibility.
Caitlin, you want to see my sick trick? Woo!
Okay, I realize why we didn't do this before.
Okay, wait, that's actually super fun. wait, I think I just fell in love with the Mako. Last mission with the Mako, I found out that I could fly forever as long as I went downhill.
And we're stuck. All right.
Oh gosh, I kind of bumped into this. But see, this is the problem with the Mako, right?
Yeah.
Is I'm trying really hard here, and it's just so clumsy.
Yeah.
And the reality is, you really can just like, oh look, there's a big bad. Oh, just drove right past him.
Yep.
Like, why do we even have
Bye.
this part? So I think a lot of people, are just remembering the quality and the
Mass
well-made
Effect
game
2,
that is
yeah.
Mass Effect 2 that corrected a lot of the issues in this game.
Uh-huh.
I think that there's less of the ham-fisted, now you have to kill Rex in the second game. I don't think anything like that happens from what I've been told.
Okay.
The crew's different, though, which I didn't know.
Oh.
Like, Liara's not in the game anymore.
Oh, does that mean everybody dies?
No. She, like, comes back, but I don't think that she's a crew member anymore.
Okay.
She's just, like, goes her own way.
Okay.
After, I guess she maybe has your baby. I need to ask my friend if Liara's pregnant with our baby now.
Well, we might find out at the end.
Somehow
It might be an epilogue thing.
I would be surprised if it is.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out tonight. Because we're finishing tonight.
Do you know what my really mean reason for why I don't think...
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
Is it? It looks just like our spaceship.
You have to get through that relay.
Is that just our spaceship? Turned sideways?
I mean, it looks like our loading screen.
The
but I
loading
guess-
screen, that's not our spaceship. That's like our...
I mean,
that's
it is,
like,
our loading screen is just the conduit, yeah?
well, that's not the
Yeah.
conduit. That's like what they use to fast travel around the galaxy.
Oh, okay.
You like fly, because when we travel
The
to a new
drive
galaxy,
thing.
they
Okay,
like
yeah.
fly into that and it shoots them out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, this looks suitably epic.
You know what'd be really great, Caitlin, is
Yeah.
if we were here right now, participating in this epic battle, but we just get to watch about it on the news, I guess. Man, this really does actually look like some solid sci-fi action here.
Right?
What I wouldn't give to be on board one of these spaceships.
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. Arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council. Citadel Control. Citadel Control. Do you copy?
Uh-oh. Bum, bum, bum. Conduit closing.
Oh, so I have a limited amount of time. It's probably meant to be challenging because they're going to put like some big tanky dudes up there, but I'm just going to drive right past them. Is there a boost, by the way? Is there like a boost button? I think we found out there's
Gonna
not.
get a little rough.
Okay.
It's gonna get a little rough. No, it's not.
But we drive too erratically for them to hit us.
Oh my gosh, am I just gonna jump my car into the conduit? You better believe I am. Woo!
Do we have spacesuits on?
I don't know. No, it's so dumb looking. Oh my gosh. I hope we're just like in our tank floating in space.
So this is why the Mako doesn't come back. It's because it's
it gets
floating
lost in
forever in
space.
space.
Oh my gosh, this is happening in Outlaws Wanted though. Right here, I just decided that sequence. You guys are gonna be stuck in a tank in outer space and have to figure out how to get your way back.
Like a janitor mech and just we're driving into the conduit.
Just floating. Oh shoot! You just like watch the end of the world happen in front of you.
Critical failures detected across all models.
Did they need to make like digital programming lines to outline her boobs and butt?
I was just wondering that.
Like, I don't know. It's just the same
Like
thing
we need
as
to
in
know that
Halo.
our AI is vaguely female and has boobs.
I would not call that vaguely female. Again, this seems like a really fun sequence. It would have been fun to play through. Oh no, we don't even get to have fun with the Mako. You know,
We don't even get to wreck it.
yeah, right? I wanted
We've
to do
wrecked
that.
it so many times. I want to destroy it once
I
and
am
for
gonna
all.
sass my friend that told me that there's no reason why the Mako's not around.
Oh yeah.
It very clearly is. It's 'cause
I mean, I'm sure technically you could repair it, but
no, Caitlin, it's space destroyed.
it's got a hole in it.
Oh, okay, I can move now. I just kind of held still. I thought it was
We
saving,
were
so I
saving
couldn't
for a
move.
bit, yeah.
Apparently, also a thing that they just cut out of the game haphazardly near the end was the jump button because it didn't work. I don't know how true that is, but that is what I was told by a friend. So, everyone at home, you can decide how true that is.
Yeah,
I'm
yell at
probably
us in the
supposed
comments.
to. Ew, 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 ew. Okay, it's
Haven't
done.
we seen them before?
Yeah, but they're still gross.
Okay.
Jeez, all right. Just
They're
'cause
very expanse monstery.
Yeah, they really are. They kind of work the same way too.
The Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions.
Why are you so chipper about?
Because she probably
Dying.
only has like one tone of voice she can be. Status
Give me a
report.
rundown of the damage.
Oh gosh.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high.
So did her head just snap around backwards?
They're doing an over-the-shoulder shot apparently because it's Mass Effect and camera angles mean nothing.
They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
Oh, whoa, her boob outlines change. I wasn't looking, but I just noticed out of the corner of my eye, not because I was paying attention. Oh gosh.
Right.
Do we care? Do we just want to? Let's just go kill
No.
stuff. Like I'm
Come on.
fully over
We need
it.
to stop Saren before it's too late.
Please begin emergency.
Oh, well, anyways, I was hoping to be able to point out
This is not-
how her boob lines were, but they like disappeared and then came back. Anyways, doesn't matter. Summon the elevator. Oh boy.
Of all
Oh
the
wait.
things that didn't get destroyed, it's the elevator. The thing
Well-
I want destroyed most.
And it killed me too because there was elevators and oh hey, look, another cutscene. Oh boy.
Oh, we really can't complain about cutscenes though because Zach and Mandy are playing.
Whoa,
Kingdom
his
Hearts
textures
3.
did not load in. Did you see that? His face
He
was
looks
just
really
like
smooth.
totally smooth. No, it's
Oh.
not.
I thought he was just a new guy.
It's so clumsy. Oh my gosh, I love this game so much. Found out I could fly forever with the Mako down a hill.
Yeah, it's like epic.
Don't let the enemy ships
Where's
Epic
the
sci-fi
soundtrack
battle.
though?
I know, right? This is an
It's
epic
just, like,
space battle. There should be
totally
low
silent.
brass for sure.
Load the textures! Oh my gosh, everyone's just totally smooth. They look like they've been de-aged.
Oh, there's some music.
That really, what's one of them fish that looks like this? That looks like that, you know? That's like on the
Oh.
ocean. It looks like a Cthulhu.
Yeah, like little.
They called
Is it
cuttlefish?
krill? Oh, cuttlefish. Yeah,
Is it actually called cuttlefish?
I think there are cuttlefish that look like that.
Clownfish are the ones that look like Nemo. Cuttlefish are the ones that looks like a cuttlefish.
Yeah, I think so.
That makes that a lot less intimidating. Also, are you getting a weird spermy vibe from this, or is this just me now that this just got real, like...
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it before you said it.
I think what it is that I watch a lot of sci-fi where it feels like every time they have space imagery, it just has to become very sexual.
Yeah, I mean, when I was I think that's just a movie thing, though.
Well, it is.
Because
Yeah, for
when
sure.
I was in high school, we watched one of the newer Frankenstein movies, and they were like creating.
I have a story about that. Go ahead.
They were creating Frankenstein or whatever, and we're watching the scene, and they've got like all sorts of like tubes and stuff, and then we're all silent, and my teacher's just like, "Oh yeah, you see all the phallic imagery there?" And we're all just like, "Well, can't unsee that now." Anyway, what's your story about Frankenstein?
Was it the Kenneth Branagh Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Where there's like the slapstick scene after he's born, and he's like sliding around on the afterbirth.
Yes.
We watched that in Christ College.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like a lecture hall of 90 people, all taking this movie.
I can't remember if we did that.
Well, and I was older than you though. I was a year ahead.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering. I don't remember if we watched that one.
I don't know. It was like a decent. I wonder if that one was optional. No, that was required. That was one of our symposiums. That was one of our freshman year symposiums.
Did you guys do The Tempest? Did you watch the Tempest movie?
No. We
okay,
didn't.
We watched that one. Maybe that's.
Oh, hey!
Swapped it out.
Whoa! Freaking look at my. Oh, you know what? I turned off helmets. I should have.
We look cool.
We do look cool.
Finally.
How cool does Liara look? Kind of.
Kind of weird because of how it
Now
goes
Garrus,
over her hair.
though, he's still got like the weird. He looks like Hal and Malcolm in the Middle when he does speed running. Anyways, I'll have to look up a picture. And oh my gosh, look at how many shields I have.
So many.
I'm invincible.
Yay!
And Liara's gonna die in 2 seconds.
No babies.
You know what this is, Caitlin? Though.
What?
This,
oh,
like-
freaking hallways. That's what this is.
Well, I was gonna say this is a good place to end the episode, but let me just kind of wipe these guys. Wow, that gun is really good.
Well, we're going out with a bang.
Whoa, shoot! That was a rocket. That rocket gave me
Yeah,
so
we look so
long.
much cooler with this helmet. 'Cause then
Yeah.
we don't have to deal with our weird hair.
You know, we picked our hair.
I know, but all the options were bad.
Yeah, apparently, I think that might actually be
the
a
pixie
thing.
cut was okay, but it's just like so flat.
Yeah, it's like not. I don't know. It feels bad to say it's not a cute pixie cut because that's a little. I don't know.
No, I feel like that's fair. It's not the most flattering pixie cut.
Yeah.
So is this just like a tram that drops off enemies like Disney World?
Yes, this is the Disney World Nightmare Tram.
Did
you know
time
that-
for Halloween?
Apparently, Disney World had like a coaster collision on one of their newer rides.
When? Which one?
Like recently, I think it's one of the ones that has like it's like hanging carts that go around on a track. It's like a people mover kind of thing.
Okay.
It's not literally the people mover. That's a specific ride, but it's that type of ride.
Okay.
And it like got screwed up, and the kid who was running it was scared to hit the e-stop, I guess.
Oh.
So it's just like 5 of these things. They weren't moving really fast. They just all slammed into each other, and we're all piled up. There was pictures of it.
I'll have to ask Zach's family about it because
I'm pretty sure.
Florida.
If anyone was hurt, I apologize for laughing. My understanding of it is that no one was seriously injured, so it's just kind of funny. Anyways, this is a good place to end the episode. Caitlin, play us out.
Yeah. So until next time, everybody, keep wandering.
Nice job playing us out.
Yeah. Bye. Hey Wanderers, thanks for listening to the Wandering Gamer Network plays Mass Effect. We hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to hear more content from the Wandering Gamer Network, check out the link in the description. We have several actual play podcasts including D&D 5th Edition, City of Mist, and many more. Until next time, keep wandering.